welcome back to Armchair Armoury, and it has just finished at Craven Cottage. Fulham 0, Arsenal 3. What was I worried about? Quite a comfortable performance in the end. It was pretty much game over at the end of the first half. Goals from a header from Gabriel from a corner. Another header from a brilliant cross by Leandro Trossard for headed in by Martinelli, and then great bit of build-up play for a goal finished off by Ødegaard. And it was a really, really good performance today. I think credit to Fulham. Second half they came out and tried their best, and I think they had a few good chances, but the defence was pretty solid today. Ramsdale was pretty good today when he needed to be. I think the main person that shone today was Trossard. Like, Trossard for me was man of the match. The crosses he was pinging into the box were like deadly. Every single time he was getting the ball away, it was deadly. We also saw Gabriel Jesus return to action for the first time since December, since the World Cup, and that was a very good sight to see as well. I was hoping he was going to score today, but he didn't. He did have a chance that got gathered up by Leno just towards the end of the game. But really and truthfully, it was a comfortable day for the most part. I think I was nervous going into this because, you know, it's just after the European draw against Sporting Lisbon in the Europa League. We've just come back from Portugal, well, not just come back, but we've come back from an away tie in Portugal, and I was just worried that we'd be a bit leggy today. But I felt like maybe for the first 5 minutes it looked like that, but once we started getting into the rhythm, it looked like there was only going to be one winner, to be honest. And you know, we kind of killed it off by the end of the first half anyway. So even if Fulham pulled a goal back, you know, it would be very hard for them to get to like 3-3 or 4-3. So yeah, interesting times. We go back to being 5 points clear of Manchester City at the top of the Premier League. I didn't actually know this, but Seb Hutchinson on Sky Sports said that, as well, pointed out the stat that if we manage to get 3 points against Crystal Palace at home next Sunday, which will be, I think, 3 or 4, maybe 5 days before City play again, we could be 8 points clear. So, you know, we could go back to a reasonably good cushion that we thought we might have lost after we lost to City in the middle of February. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm trying not to get too carried away like a lot of Arsenal fans are. I'm trying to be very, very level-headed about all of this. And I know I keep moving the goalposts every time something happens, but like, if we get to that end of April game against City and we manage to, and we're still in the fight, or we've still got a cushion over them, and we go there and win that game, that's where I'd be like, okay, yeah, we can do this now. We can go on and do this. The next couple of games are not going to be easy. I think we've got, obviously, Palace at home, then Leeds at home, and then Liverpool away. And despite the fact that Liverpool lost yesterday at Bournemouth, they still battered Man United 7-0. So you can't completely write them off. They've been inconsistent, but you can't completely write them off, especially at Anfield. And another good thing that happened is that United drew 0-0 with bottom of the league Southampton, so that was fun to see. Again, seeing all the United fans break down in hysterics. You know, it's always the same cycle with United fans. They lose 7-0 to Liverpool and start acting like there's a crisis. Then they beat Betis and they think they're back to normal again, and that they're back to the Fergie days, and Erik ten Hag's the best manager in the world. And then I can imagine there's a lot of them complaining again. To be fair, they probably won't be blaming the manager, they'll be blaming the Glazers as usual. But yeah, so from an Arsenal perspective, yeah, very good performance today. Pleasantly surprised, because I was worried that we weren't gonna be as on fire today, but we were, so that's good. A convincing win. And now, yeah, on to Palace. Keep that pressure on. That's the main way to beat City to this league, is to have more of a cushion over them. You know, if we were still dropping points between the City game and now, it would be a lot more difficult to finish the league winning it. Whereas if we keep this kind of like 5, 8, 6, 7 point gap between them, it becomes a little bit more believable. But I'm still not going to say it. Because as I said, I'm superstitious. The last time I said that was 15-16, where that was probably our best chance to win the league in ever so far, other than this season. And I said it, and that weekend we lost 3-2 to United at Old Trafford when their starting 11 was completely depleted. That was where Marcus Rashford burst on the scene. Then the following week, I think it was a midweek game, we played Swansea at the Emirates and lost 2-1. Befetimbi Gomis in the 87th minute or something like that. We're essentially winning it for Swansea, and that was kind of the end of our title run, and then Leicester went on from there to win it. So I'm not going to say it. That's the reason I'm not going to say it. But yeah, all in all, we're pleased with the performance today. Looking forward to the Palace game next week, and then it's the international break, and I get to rest for a few weeks. I know it's been up and down when things have been coming out Armchair Army wise, but there's just a lot going on at the moment, and I don't have as much time to record stuff. But I'm glad I'm able to be here doing this today, and especially on a day where we win and go 5 points clear again. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I'll be back again, hopefully. Well, I don't know actually. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a preview for the return leg, the home leg for Sporting Lisbon. So I'll probably just put out a sim for that, and then there'll probably be a preview for Palace if it's on TV. But if not, that'll be a sim again. Cool. All right. As always, take care and stay safe.